And that was pretty much the whole movie. What's up, YouTube? This is the Serial Thriller Broadcast, and today I'm going to be talking about The Pyramid. Illuminati. The Pyramid is directed by George Levasseur and stars Ashley Hinshaw and Dennis O'Hare. Dennis O'Hare you might recognize from American Horror Story. He's actually a pretty decent actor, but in this movie he is a victim of terrible writing and basically just gets shoehorned into all these expositional statements until he is killed off. Let me just start out by saying that when I first saw trailers for this, they were on YouTube, and it actually looked pretty decent. For whatever reason, I don't remember it being found footage in the trailers. It probably was, maybe I just missed it. I don't know what happened, but I thought this was going to be like a regular movie. They also say that, it's from the producer of The Hills Have Eyes. And again, I guess I just wasn't looking close enough because I thought it was directed by the director of The Hills Have Eyes, Alexandre Aja. Apparently he just produced this movie. I would have, been a lot more into it knowing that he directed it, and by the end of the movie I was like, wow, was that really him? And then I waited for the credits, and sure enough, no, he was just the producer. So that's mainly because I like his other movies, like High Tension and The Hills Have Eyes remake. So the whole time, you're watching this movie and you're not quite sure if it's found footage, because there's certain shots where, no character is out of the shot and all the cameras are on the characters. Like, for example, there's one where they're looking through this hole and all the characters are there and there's still a camera showing them. I like to think there was a conversation for that shot where, the director's like, oh, I want a shot of everyone kind of looking through this hole after they dig through it. But then who's going to be holding the camera? Oh yeah, bucket. Nobody's going to notice. So I'm going to say what I liked about the movie. There wasn't a whole lot, but I do like that it was a bit of a departure from mainstream horror. It was cool to see this Egyptian theme. And I think it had potential to be something kind of like Indiana Jones style, that was what I got from the trailers, that it was kind of this adventure with, a mixture of historical fact and historical fiction and some horror elements thrown in. But unfortunately the way it played out was just, all this exposition about stuff that sounds kind of true and it might be true, but no one really knows for sure, and the way it's delivered is just, on a platter. There's no kind of earning these story elements. They're just sitting in a room talking about it, and here's our story. So that was basically all I liked, and it's kind of negative too. It was more or less that I thought I was going to like it more than I did. The computer graphics for the CG kind of threats are so bad too. They're just like terrible PS1, PS2 era graphics, like some sort of villain from a video game, and it's just not scary at all. I think they could have done something simpler, or even kept the CG, but sort of left a bit more mystery to it, not used it so much to create these kind of action sequences that just take all the horror right out of it. So, in conclusion, I'm not going to buy it. Please don't buy it. I wouldn't even recommend renting it. I feel kind of ripped off just having rented it. So, definitely not one I'd check out. I hate that, when there's a horror movie that you're really interested in seeing and it just turns out to be total shit. This has been the Serial Thriller Broadcast, and if you feel thrilled, chilled, and fulfilled, hit the subscribe button and let me know what you thought in the comments below.